searched him on his person. They said they've begun going through them, encrypting some of them, and giving them back to the defense. That will take some time. There are going to be some motions in this case. One of those was addressed today.
I'm gonna show out. It's just my life. You can't get mad. Get the my page. Come on, I'm gonna show out. I ain't no show out. I earn my shit the hard way. Happen, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life.
Around mid-April 2025, rumors began spreading across various social media platforms, suggesting that CNN had released documents showing Floyd Mayweather's financial records. According to these online claims, the documents indicated that Mayweather may be facing bankruptcy.
Had asked for an investigation into leaks, saying that they believe the government, he suggested that the government was trying to, he accused the government of making a takedown of a successful black man.
The story reportedly originated on a trending Reddit thread, where anonymous users began sharing blurry screenshots that appeared to show Floyd Mayweather's bank account balances, most of which were allegedly at zero or even in the negative. These posts also claimed that CNN had featured the supposed leaks during a segment of their Financial Watch program, which helped fuel even more discussion online. According to the shared images, the alleged bank records listed several accounts under Mayweather's name, with balances ranging from negative $25,000 to flat zero. Some transactions were labeled as pending payments for alimony, tax liens, and legal fees. One particular page supposedly revealed total liabilities surpassing $120 million, with no trace of matching assets. Reddit users pointed out that the documents looked partially redacted. Key details like account numbers were blacked out, and the only visible elements were unclear images of what looked like official bank letterheads. Supporters of the theory argued that such redactions suggested legitimacy, hinting that CNN may have lawfully obtained the documents under journalistic shield protections and only blurred sensitive data before making them public. After the Reddit leak, numerous influencers and commentators quickly picked up the story. Their viral videos and flashy thumbnails helped the rumor gain widespread traction, drawing millions of views across social platforms. Even well-known boxing podcast hosts dedicated full episodes to analyzing the supposed statements, reviewing each detail and speculating on the potential legal fallout. Adding to the controversy, sports analyst Stephen A. Smith also chimed in, criticizing Mayweather following reports that authorities had raided the retired boxing legend's properties. The raids were allegedly part of an ongoing investigation into financial misconduct and unpaid debts.
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
Federal authorities reportedly conducted raids on Floyd Mayweather's homes in both Miami and Las Vegas, shortly after his company, Mayweather Promotions, became the focus of an investigation into suspected tax evasion and other financial irregularities. During these operations, FBI agents allegedly found several falsified documents in Mayweather's possession that, on his show, sports commentator Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back, stating that Mayweather's actions placed him among some of the most infamous figures in financial crime. His remarks came shortly after news of the FBI raids began to circulate. As investigations progressed, a surprising detail emerged. Many of the lavish homes that Mayweather had publicly claimed as his own were actually part of promotional agreements. Under these arrangements, Mayweather posed as the owner of high-end properties to enhance their market appeal, often receiving compensation or partial ownership in return. However, the FBI viewed these deals not as clever marketing, but as intentionally misleading tactics aimed at deceiving the public. Stephen A. Smith expressed strong concern over the latest revelations, especially those involving Mayweather's alleged connection to various cryptocurrency scams. According to investigators, Mayweather had promoted questionable digital coins only to disappear once his followers had invested, leaving many facing financial losses.
When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
Stephen A. Smith didn't mince words when discussing Floyd Mayweather's questionable financial dealings. He remarked that Mayweather's public image has long been built on flashy brand partnerships, where he often appears as the owner of various businesses and assets only for it to be revealed later that he was simply a paid endorser. Smith even joked that the private jets Mayweather flaunts might not be his either, sarcastically adding, "The only thing we can be sure of is his boxing record." What's more concerning, according to Smith, is that Mayweather's involvement in cryptocurrency may run deeper than his misleading real estate ventures. Footage from the recent raid on his residence suggested far more extensive crypto-related activities. Over time, Smith has uncovered several instances where Mayweather allegedly partnered with questionable blockchain projects, misleading fans into investing in tokens that later collapsed. In Smith's view, crypto is where Mayweather's most serious misconduct lies precisely because it's harder to trace and regulate. Together with his crypto collaborators, he is believed to have defrauded his followers out of hundreds of millions of dollars. Smith emphasized the need for law enforcement to give this aspect of the investigation the attention it deserves, adding fuel to the fire. Renowned blockchain investigator Zach XBT recently accused Mayweather of being linked to multiple token scams. According to Smith, Mayweather already has a checkered past with crypto-related lawsuits and settlements. At one point, Zach XBT even called him out publicly on X, formerly Twitter, accusing him of promoting yet another shady token. "Some people never stop scamming their fans," Zach wrote. The crypto community responded with outrage. One user commented that the supposed wealth of some celebrities is nothing but smoke and mirrors, while another questioned how someone as rich as Mayweather could still be involved in such schemes and whether he'd ever face true accountability. This isn't the first time Zach XBT has taken aim at the former WBC champion. He previously exposed over a dozen failed crypto ventures linked to Mayweather, many of which collapsed after being hyped online. In one case, Mayweather promoted a new digital asset called Floyd, flooding his social media with endorsements only to delete the posts suddenly after investors had bought in. This abrupt disappearance led to fresh concerns of another pump-and-dump scheme. Mayweather's history with crypto is extensive. Over the years, he has reportedly earned tens of millions from projects like Mayweather's Ethereum Max, Bored Bunny, Real Floyd NFT, and Moonshot. In 2022, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged him for failing to disclose payments he received for endorsing multiple ICOs, one of which included a $100,000 payment from Centra Tech. Mayweather had urged fans on Twitter to invest quickly in Centra's coin, warning them it would sell out fast. Stephen A. Smith also highlighted that Mayweather had been fined over $1.6 million for unlawfully promoting crypto ventures in the past. These revelations reportedly surfaced during a search of his Las Vegas home. According to Smith, many investors suffered heavy financial losses due to Mayweather's endorsements of what turned out to be fraudulent schemes. Several of these projects, including Centra, Ethereum Max, Bored Bunny NFTs, Floyd's World, and Floyd Token, were later identified as rug pulls, where the developers abruptly withdrew liquidity and disappeared, leaving investors with worthless assets. Mayweather's name being attached to these ventures has caused significant harm to countless individuals. As Smith pointed out, he's just one of several celebrities who have become entangled in high-profile financial scandals involving crypto.
Viciously, his head did a 180 before he fell on his face. To report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters.
The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has repeatedly associated Floyd Mayweather with illegal promotional activities in the crypto space. According to statements from the financial regulator, Mayweather, along with others, failed to disclose the payments they received for endorsing certain Bitcoin-related investments. While none of the parties officially admitted or denied wrongdoing, they agreed to settle the charges by paying penalties totaling over $750,000. These incidents were among the SEC's earliest enforcement actions tied to initial coin offerings, ICOs, a relatively new method of fundraising used by cryptocurrency startups. In an ICO, companies issue digital tokens or coins to investors as a way of raising capital for future projects. The SEC has made it clear that many ICOs fall under existing securities laws, which require full transparency. including the disclosure of any promotional compensation. Mayweather, the agency revealed, had been paid substantial sums to promote at least 3 different ICOs, one of which was for Cintratec, a Miami-based firm later accused of fraud in April of that year. One of his most notable promotions included a tweet urging his followers to get in fast before Cintra's offering sold out, confidently adding, "I got mine." Other posts on Instagram and Twitter also surfaced, including one where he predicted huge profits from another coin and another where he playfully branded himself Floyd Crypto Mayweather. These promotions came despite Mayweather having already earned hundreds of millions, particularly after his blockbuster fight against Conor McGregor. Even now, with a reported net worth of $500 million according to Sports Illustrated, he continues to display his wealth, including a $50 million Gulfstream G650J ET. In a recent turn of events, Mayweather made headlines again when he traveled to Roatán, a scenic island in Honduras's Bay Islands. He proudly showcased his private jet in a Facebook post, and local coverage included images of him posing with the aircraft. During his visit, Mayweather praised the island's natural beauty, friendly people, and unique food culture. As part of his stay, he received a gift and a ceremonial award from the country's Minister of Tourism, Yadira Gomez-Bird, who also presented him with a book detailing Roatán's history. Despite ongoing rumors of financial trouble, Mayweather continues to project an image of limitless wealth. When questioned about bankruptcy or legal issues, he often counters the claims through extravagant displays. True to form, after several days of online silence, he finally addressed the latest accusations, denying any financial wrongdoing or tax issues. He returned to Instagram Live to flaunt his luxury watches, defend his reputation, and speak directly to fans about the controversy.
So if certain people want to wear, true religions, certain people want to wear Jordans, I don't knock that. We all got to start from somewhere. I buy my kids Jordans all the time. You know what I'm saying? And at one particular time, I was wearing True Religion jeans, and I still don't knock True Religion jeans. You know why? Because that's a multi-billion-dollar company. You have to start from somewhere. So, I'm not here to knock nobody. We all live our life the way we want to live our life. Now, see, my lifestyle is a little different. I dress different.
To date, no credible report has verified Floyd Mayweather's ownership of the luxury properties he frequently showcases. It's widely believed that he serves as a paid brand ambassador, portraying himself as the owner to enhance the property's appeal ahead of their sale or lease by developers. Despite this, the retired boxing icon took to social media on Monday to defend his reputation, asserting that his financial empire is unshakable and suggesting that the IRS is merely seeking its portion of his substantial income. In a controversial move, Mayweather even appeared to post a fabricated tax receipt on his social platforms, seemingly attempting to mislead the public about his compliance with federal tax obligations. His moniker Money not only speaks to his dominance in the ring, but also to his prowess in amassing vast earnings through both combat sports and entrepreneurial ventures. Mayweather himself has publicly claimed that he paid a massive 8-figure tax bill last year. As one of the most financially successful athletes of all time, his fight purses and offering deals have made him a global symbol of wealth. Though officially retired from professional boxing, Mayweather has remained in the spotlight through a series of lucrative exhibition matches and ongoing business interests. In December, reports emerged hinting at an upcoming exhibition bout with his legendary rival Manny Pacquiao, possibly set to take place in Japan in 2024. The highly anticipated rematch would reignite one of boxing's most famous rivalries, drawing attention from fans worldwide. Even as these rumors swirled, Mayweather continued to broadcast his wealth on social media. One Instagram post featured a picture of a tax check paired with his signature bravado. "Before I dropped that little million plus for Super Bowl weekend, I had to pay Uncle Sam $18 million, he wrote, adding, "That's what I owe in retirement. Imagine what I paid while I was still active." This echoes a statement he made back in 2017, when critics accused him of displaying falsified documents. At that time, Mayweather dismissed the allegations, saying, "I'm not worried. I just showed everyone a $100 million check I haven't even cashed yet," referring to his earnings from the Pacquiao fight.
Because I'm in a different tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I dress different, I do things different, because I'm in a different tax bracket. I'm around different type of money.
There appears to be little concern from Floyd Mayweather's legal team as questions surrounding his tax situation grow. While his tax attorney has not responded to media inquiries, it's also unclear whether the IRS attempted to garnish any portion of Mayweather's earnings from his high-profile bout with Conor McGregor. The IRS, consistent with policy, declined to comment on individual cases, and Nevada's boxing regulators also remained silent on the matter. According to ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith, Mayweather filed a petition with the U.S. Tax Court on April 13th, requesting that his case be heard in Las Vegas. The filing came after negotiations between Mayweather and an IRS representative reportedly failed to produce a resolution on how to settle the outstanding debt. Attorney Leighton Kohler, a tax expert based in Las Vegas, though not involved in the case, explained that this legal maneuver could give Mayweather extra time, possibly up to a year, due to the limited availability of tax court sessions in Las Vegas. The 2015 tax lien is just one of several filed against Mayweather over the past decade, a stark contrast to some of his rivals. For instance, Conor McGregor, despite his brash persona, has remained in good standing with tax authorities both in Ireland and the U.S. Mayweather's career is often discussed in two phases: the early Pretty Boy era and the later Money Mayweather era. The former was defined by aggression and knockout power, while the latter focused on tactical precision and defensive mastery. Alongside the evolution of his fighting style, his earnings also skyrocketed in the Money Mayweather years, as did his financial controversies. While the Pretty Boy period saw fewer scandals and a cleaner public image, the Money Mayweather persona has become synonymous with headline-grabbing tax issues, allegations of falsified documents, and a lavish lifestyle. The transition to the Money character can be traced back to a surprising moment outside the boxing ring. On March 30th, 2008, during a brief retirement, Mayweather shocked fans by appearing in WWE, facing off against the 7-foot-tall Big Show at WrestleMania 24. In the storyline build-up, Mayweather famously broke Big Show's nose, setting the stage for a dramatic match that ended with Mayweather's victory. According to TalkSport, Mayweather claimed he earned $20 million from that single WWE appearance. Years later, WWE legend Triple H appeared on the Flagrant podcast and shed light on Mayweather's transformation. Triple H recalled how Mayweather, a lifelong wrestling fan, told him he had to evolve beyond Pretty Boy Floyd to make a lasting impact. "You could argue I was the greatest boxer," Mayweather told him. "But the real argument is what's the greatest box office?" That's when Mayweather began constructing the Money persona, blending showmanship and controversy into a brand that transcended the ring. Using HBO's 24/7 series as his stage, Mayweather launched the new identity, complete with luxury, bravado, and an unapologetically flashy image. In contrast to his earlier, fight-focused days, the Money Mayweather character was larger than life, thriving on spectacle and media buzz. Whether praised or criticized, it helped Floyd become not only one of the sport's richest men, but a global cultural figure, albeit one whose financial dealings continue to draw intense scrutiny.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties. And it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings.
Interestingly, Triple H isn't the only one to have spoken about the iconic WWE moment with Floyd Mayweather. In an interview cited by TalkSport, wrestling veteran Paul White, formerly known as The Big Show, recalled telling Mayweather to really hit him during their 2008 showdown. "I told Floyd, go for it. I'm a little crazy, and if I get a hold of you, the adrenaline will be real," White said. That adrenaline certainly kicked in when Mayweather landed a punch that legitimately broke White's nose during their segment at No Way Out. Mayweather's reach, however, goes beyond the ring and even WWE. One of his most well-known friendships, though rocky, has been with rapper and entrepreneur 50 Cent. While the two have shared genuine camaraderie in the past, including during difficult times like Mayweather's 2012 jail stint for domestic violence, their bond has become strained in recent years. A reported $2 million debt is said to be at the heart of their current feud. Despite their differences, 50 Cent recently defended Mayweather against widespread rumors suggesting the boxing legend is bankrupt. In a recent video, the rapper clarified that although they've grown apart, he's never relied on Mayweather's wealth, setting him apart from others in the boxer's circle. "We're not close anymore because I don't need him," he said, adding that Mayweather often surrounded himself with people who depended on his money. In a past appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Mayweather claimed to own over 100 real estate properties, most allegedly in New York City. But this claim was met with skepticism from 50 Cent, who publicly mocked it and hinted it was exaggerated or completely false. The conflicting narratives around Mayweather's financial status continue to swirl. While he projects an image of immense wealth, the fact that so many close to him express doubts can't be entirely ignored. Whether these are just jealous rumors or hints of deeper financial trouble remains unclear. One thing's certain, when several voices repeat the same story, there's usually some truth buried within. And that wraps up today's video. If you found this breakdown interesting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification